Good evening or good afternoon, guys. It's October 17. Today is Monday. I guess it's Monday, right? Yeah. So, see, I don't even remember the days nowadays. So, okay, so let's go here. So today we had a good session, in Discord. Not for trading. Trading, yes, we do, but like we had a good mental session, about psychology of trading in Discord. But anyway, so let's start with the pre-market notes. So Globex low is important today for both parties, both indexes basically. Buyers will have to hold above it in order to keep the price moving higher, right? So at least as long as it is holding above Globex low, some buyers are there, right? Because the statement says in order to keep the price moving higher, right? Anytime break below some sellers, more sellers may come and they may turn into trend down day. That did not happen, right? Overall sellers have a control in general, right? And ideally I want to see sellers holding it below preferred sellers area in general and buyers to hold above preferred buyers area in general, right? So we have to see which way price goes, which one is holding. Overall price is building a balance. Earning season is in now, right? So some of the big companies earning may affect the price action. Now rest is now up to our levels and chart notes. In this back and forth day trading environment, it is best to pull back, stick with pullback trade than going with the flow. Now strong buyers will maintain 24-hour VWAP and will not let price go below that, right? So at least above VWAP for today. I'm not typing this statement every day, right? It's depending on the day. I mentioned 24-hour VWAP, otherwise I don't bother, I don't even care. So here it says above VWAP, basically strong buyers will maintain it, right? If they want to, they will not let price goes down. And here I'm using the word above Globex low, right? So at least based on this, that above VWAP, above Globex low, some buyers will be there, right? Okay, so now let's go into the here, right? So okay, so let's start with here. So that's the VWAP, right? When I wrote the note around 6 o'clock or so, VWAP was here, right? And NQCF was way below, right? So it was right here somewhere, right? So then what happened? Then price balanced it here. See that? So preferred buyers, it balanced above preferred buyers in pre-market, right? And this was the aggressive sellers area, right? Which it held it here, held it, right? So this is entire area was aggressive area, right? So basically it held it, right? Then it broke out, right? Like this, correct? So now you can see it was a step up pattern going on, like balance up, balance up, balance up, right? And this is all was happening in pre-market, right? And then price opened right into this area, correct? And ES opened right into this blue line, which is hunting level, right? And it's a blue thick hunting level, right? Which is here like this. So notice one thing here also same pattern, right? Balance, breakout, right? Before that what happened is it held this aggressive buyers area and hunting level, right? Then you had a breakout, same thing here, right? So at least that buyers are in control at this point in time, right? Now if they take out the preferred sellers area, as I said in the pre-market notes, then some more buyers, right? Otherwise sellers have to respond it here, right? Same thing goes true here for NQ, correct? But so there is no distance between this and this, there is no level, correct? So of the open, if price open here, right, most likely is going to touch here somewhere in the middle. Why? Because it just started its move from here, right? So most likely it will go to the middle at least. That trade you can go with the flow of the open if you want to. I explain it, right? In certain situation, it's most likely it is going to touch certain levels. At the time in Discord, I said 81 is the area where ES is targeting. When price reached 76, NQ reached this middle line, right? So I said you can scale or take a profit, but most likely it wants to go towards 81. In this case it went through 81, right? Now most of the instructions are for a pullback longs, not go with the flow, right? But this was like off situation which I explained in the Discord, that you can go get few points out of it from here if you want to, right? Then price touched here, right? NQ touched here, so obviously some sellers will be there now, right? Because it's a blue lines, right? So sellers reacted it here, right? But now this price, this 77 here, is too aggressive now, to enter at the pullback, so you have to wait to see what is going on. You want basically price to come back down a little bit more, not here, but maybe intraday VWAP and mid together, something like that. So because this is too aggressive, right? And it was like this pullback happened in the how would I say that? This pullback happened in 1 minute time frame, not 5 minute. 5 minute was still here at that time, So when price came down here, this area, right, and it was chopping around here, you can see it at this, right? See, this long you can't take it. Why? Because 5 minute is still up like this. It's a running candle. Okay, so when price went higher up here, right, and this 96 important, the 96 is important, right? I already discussed why it was important due to the Fridays and Mondays and Thursdays price action, right? So somebody sold it here, so you don't want to just fade against them immediately, right? You want to see something else. Then we also talk about failed breakdown idea to play. In overnight there was a failed breakdown as we discussed, so it may happen in RTH, right? So when price went down here like this, right, see 81 was the important area, I mentioned it. So I had a line at 81 like this. Oops, here, right? And I was observing, see here somebody bought it, right? Then it sliced through it here, right? So it like building a balance and then broke down, correct? But if you look at momentum, it was holding above zero line. Internals were very strong today, super bullish, right? So I bought it right here at the first touch, right here at 77, which is this. Assuming it's a 5 minute pullback and it's an open drive. Okay, so based on this open drive, when it pulled back in 5 minutes, I bought it at the first test. But if you're observing and if you're worried about it, right, you wait for a pause, as I always says, right? So here pause, held it, right? You can see it's holding it, right? So here you can go long somewhere, right? And then you would assume price wants to continue its journey, right? So then we held it. My stop was 3 ticks, as I said in Discord, right? At that time my stop was 3 ticks, and then price went higher. When it reached this 3700, I was paying attention here, right? And then I saw this, I built out right here 36,900. At that time there was no sign that price wants to go down like this, as I discussed, right, in Discord. However, it was not about seeing the sign, it was about just to understand that it's a seller's market, and when price is like going this way up, right, and then it was able to come down all the way here, right? So fine, this was a long setup, but why the hell it came down that much? It could have held these things and go higher, right? Instead somebody shorted it again here, and then price came down here. That means despite all this strong internals, somebody was willing to short it here, and then price came down, right? That was a big, like a warning, a mini warning that I view it. Even though they're on the way up, momentum was good, everything was good actually, looked like it was a like trend day up, looks like it wants to go higher and higher, right? Still I built out here, and it was a good thing. You can see it after that, right? So this is where the experience comes, after so many years of experience, you will know certain things, that even though it looks good, it may not go higher, There is no guarantee, right, in this market. So you have to just, it's an intuition, I would say, along with the price action, along with overall contextual sellers, so it makes sense to bail out here. That's why I said I bailed out here, right? And then luckily look at this, price after that went all the way down, right? So here all the intraday buyers were trapped right here into this area, all the day traders pretty much, because there was no warning sign that price will go down, right? So intraday most of the day traders will go long here at this pullback right here, they will go long left and right, even when price try to go higher like this, right? When this candle was running, people will even try to take a breakout here, so they might have added more, and the next thing you know is slice through it. See, price even did not give them a chance to bail out. See, it's just sliced through it straight here. So that's how it is, so my trade was here to here, that's it, 3 tick stop, whatever, this 15-20 point profit, that's all, and then I did not trade it entire day, as I said, right? I'm done. And then you can see it was not even worth to trade it, this move, right? Pretty much. Now however, when it came to here, this 70 was a good long, why? Because remember I said price will try to hold 24-hour VWAP, right? And this 70, I mentioned it when price was coming down here, I said it may come to 70 also, so later on it came, right? So you can buy it here, but not at the first test like this. You have to wait for something to happen, right? So when the first time price came down here, right, then it bounced, right, then it came down, it should have sliced through it, right? But instead here it little bounce and then again try to go down. So this time is definitely it should have gone down like here, but instead it started pausing, see that, then up. Now there are failed trap sellers here, that move the up rally, so you can now go long somewhere around here, right here, if you want to go long. Otherwise this was the only trade, because NQ was touching this blue line 2 times and it was holding it, see that, and then AD was plus 2000, correct, so it was holding nicely, and any of this dip, this was the first time dip here, right, and then second time there was no dip, see that, so you can go long based on that. And now you can combine with a VWAP and this area is nearby, you can front run it if you want to, otherwise just let it go, no trading. And then you can see it, price went higher and then again got stuck here throughout the day. See, this is a perfect day to lose money if you want to trade it, so you rather stay away, but one thing for sure, entire day it held this 81 line, right, which was our morning line from here. So now it's all about 81 and 3700 tomorrow pretty much, NQ, because of NQ just got stuck at this blue lines, right? So these blue lines are important for tomorrow, and this 130 level, right? And then so overall NQ closed above preferred sellers area, which is this, right? And then ES was also able to close above preferred sellers area. So now going into tomorrow, it has to hold above both preferred sellers area, and then try to take this area, backup buyers area, sorry, backup sellers area, right? Whether it may happen in the overnight or tomorrow RTH, I have no clue, but that's how we traded today. That be all for today.